Okay, I believe we are all set and ready to go. So I'm excited for this afternoon. We've got another minute till we get started, but I am excited to tune in to all of you. So I'm just going to get this set up here. If you're watching live, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm not sure where you are. But hello and welcome, and thanks for tuning in. We are excited to share today something that we have been doing and that's been working. And if you're a busy person out there, and particularly a busy mom, a busy dad, and maybe have another job on the go, and this isn't your full-time thing yet, which most people, this is just their side business until you have the option to become full-time. So I am really thrilled to talk to you because I am relatable to that. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tracy Zimmer. I'm coming to you from Calgary, Alberta in Canada. I'm excited because today the sun is shining and I feel like spring's coming. So I'm like, woo, got like a little pep in my step. Not to mention, I did take my energy drink about an hour ago and had a workout. And so here we are. And I'm not feeling that like 4 o'clock tiredness. So thanks for the energy drink that's clean and organic and good for us. I reside here in Calgary with my two children. I have a 17-year-old boy and about a few more days, 13-year-old girl this coming weekend, which is crazy. So two teenagers in the house. And I have been involved in Secret for eight and a half years now. So when I first got started, especially, and still now, because the kids don't get less busy as they grow up, as you know, we are a busy household. So I am a single mom, and my background is education. So I went to the University of Saskatchewan, got my education degree there, graduated in 2000, started my teaching career right out of the gates, and it was great. At first, it was awesome. I was passionate for it. I loved what I was doing, teaching kids, helping kids. I was a high school math teacher. And then I started having children of my own, and I was like, I feel like I'm spending more time with other people's kids than my own. And I really wanted to be that mom that was like able to take my kids to and from school and be able to volunteer in their classes while they were little and they still wanted me, and all that sort of stuff. So I remember life being quite a rat race. I remember times when they were maybe sick or had the sniffles at night, and you're like, oh God. And me and my husband would be like, who's taking tomorrow off work, right? And he's like, I've got an important meeting, I can't. And I'm like, I don't have sub plans done, I can't. And of course somebody had to do it. So I remember those rat race days, and I always thought, God, it would be good to have flexibility, to even, I remember the days when you're just rushing and just wanted that extra hour in the morning to be able to spend time with your kids instead of going like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, like hurry and eat, hurry, get your boots on. And I felt like I was always saying hurry. And I thought, I always dreamt about having flexibility and having just more time freedom and things like that. I just didn't know where to get it. And sure enough, it turned out that Secret was that vehicle for me. And it's for so many other people as well that has given me that. And, I always say that Secret was able to give me options. I had the option to become a full-time parent rather than a full-time teacher, and trying to also be a full-time parent. So being present in my kid's life was always important to me, and being there. So what intrigued me about Secret, because I was never the person that would have entertained a conversation in regards to direct sales, network marketing, social sharing, whatever you want to call it. I always was like, no, thank you. But the product line really, really intrigued me here at Secret with the Dead Sea Minerals, and then to the idea of earning extra. And I was like, how do you say no to that? You've got this high-end quality line with products that I already am using on a day-to-day basis. I'm using lotions, I'm using shampoos, I'm using brushes, I'm using serums, and like I'm using all this stuff. And then I was like, if I like it, chances are other people are going to like it, and I'm going to be able to earn extra on top of what I was already doing. Like that just made sense. And I just envisioned myself with $200 or $300 extra a month, getting excited about something else, and just being able to go to the mall, spoil myself, and have that guilt-free shopping. So if you're on here and you want guilt-free shopping, or you know what I'm talking about, to the ladies, maybe some of the men as well, that was really important to me. So my first year, I was working full-time teaching and doing secret part-time, and I was able to replace my full-time teaching salary and then some, and was able to earn a six-figure income working this part-time. And I remember the day when it dawned on me that, you know what, this business, this side business for myself, truly gave me options. And I remember saying, hey, I got to take some time away from the teaching world, and I need to focus on being a mom and doing my business full time, and being able to work from home and work on the go and work while I was on vacation. Like, I mean, you can work where you want, when you want, with who you want. And so I haven't been back to teaching for, 6+6.5 years, I think now. So I was able to retire from teaching 20 years earlier than I had expected. Thank you to Secret. I feel very, very blessed, very honored that I am part of this company. We have so many things that are coming here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the third pillar that we've added here for that, the look good, feel good experience the world. Oh man, I am so ready to not only experience the world again, but just to get on a plane and go somewhere. I know everybody's itching for that right now. So um, today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about power hours, and this might not be new to you. It's very simple. It's nothing that's magical, but I know for me, when I was a busy mom, I was always working my business in these, like, of course I would, if I was having an event or something like that, I had, an hour or two set aside during the week where I was like, this is where I'm going to be going. This is my time. I'm going to be going and showing products, or I'm going to be doing this or that. But I remember using like 5, 10, 15-minute chunks of time throughout the day that I could do my business. So if you can relate that you were busy, or that you were busy, or you come across people who are busy, busy is good. Get to the people who are busy, because they know how to fit things into their schedule. And what I did is I took, like, while I was waiting for my kids to get to their sports, take them to hockey, they're getting dressed in the dressing room, you're waiting for the games to start. I would use that time to do invites, to do follow-ups with this little device right here, to be able to just share and do checking with team members and things like that. So I'd be driving to work. I'd use that 12 minutes of my drive time to work to work my side business. I remember my lunch hours when I wasn't helping kids, and I would take like 15 minutes. I'd lock the door and be like, okay, I'm gonna do my secret business. So I learned how to take these little chunks of time and be able to build. And whether those chunks of time throughout the day worked into 30-minute throughout the whole day, or an hour throughout the day. Sometimes those 15-minute chunks worked out to 2 hours in the day. Sometimes it was 4 hours in the day. So whatever it is, I love this. I love this because people doing this part-time, and or just very casually, we can fit this in. And at the end of the day, the biggest way to build our business is to share, right? So we are inviting to things, we are sharing the products, we are sharing the business, we are doing follow-ups, we are getting people started, I mean, that's the name of the game. And we can do those things in such a short period of time from our phones. So we have implemented in our group, really utilizing the power hour and breaking it down. I broke it down into 15-minute segments. So if you only have 15 minutes, that you can utilize a 15-minute chunk, and all of it is money making activity. Because how many of you have an hour sometimes in the evening and you choose to watch, a TV show, right? Let's take The Bachelor, for example, or Bachelorette that's going on. And you're like, hey, I'm going to use that. I remember like scrapping that from my world and being like, I've got an hour right now. I have to utilize this to build my business. Or how many times do you have 30 minutes and you're on the phone and you're like, I'm going to work my business. And you go on Facebook and you start scrolling. Before you know it, 30 minutes has gone and there was no money making activity other than you read some negative things, you read some things, you got engaged in, some dramatic post or whatever, right? So anyways, at the end of the day, the power hour is this recommended, like solid focused time. And we get on a Zoom, whoever can join, and you can do this with anybody. This can be one-on-one with somebody, grab somebody, partner, and go like, hey, do you have time for a power hour? You can do it. I find, when we have groups, we get on and it's like we're on together. And some of us are in the US and some of us are in Canada and some of us can be in Australia, and we mute ourselves and we get to work. And you know what? Somebody is like unmutes and says, hey, I just got a yes. Somebody's going to look at the business. Hey, I just got a yes to an invite for one of our Wow Wednesdays, right? And so it's just interactive and we can help each other. If we don't know how to answer somebody, it's just a really good way to keep ourselves accountable. And I know for me, if you're inviting to something, whether it's an event or, maybe it's a product demonstration or something like that, and let's say it's Wednesday night because we do our Wednesday night Wow nights. Sometimes Wednesday comes up and you're like, oh shoot, I didn't get my invites out, right? But in these power hours, it's like we are dedicating our time and we're like focusing on that inviting to that event. So they've been really good, very beneficial in that department. So I'm going to go through this really quickly. Don't worry about taking too many notes. We are going to post the document. The document that goes with this. So just follow along, listen. If you want to take a few notes, go for it. But like I said, we will post the documents to go alongside with this. Okay. So we definitely want to prepare when we're doing a power hour. So the preparation might be the longest part, but once you're prepared, you're going to have this every week, right? So have your lists of your prospects, your VIP contacts, so your customer contacts, your teams, that they're right in front of you and you can access that really quickly. Have all of your events, calls, trainings scheduled and know that they're in your calendar when those are. Make sure you have your company team promotions ready to promote so that when we're working these power hours, they're right there in front of your face and you can access them quickly. Our weekly setup, going through your team pages, calendars, writing down all upcoming weekly events, making sure you're tuning into your weekly team call and inviting people to events and opportunity product calls. So team calls, so important to connect with your community. We've got the Elevate, the Blitz to Elevate right now. Guys, these are amazing. Get inviting. They're every day, twice a day. 12 o'clock, which is more focused to the NFR, obviously, and the 7 p.m. Get your people on these. We are hearing from different people with different backgrounds. So important. Write down your daily, weekly goals that you want to accomplish for the week. Schedule your PD. So when are you reading? When are you filling your mind with great information? Are you doing Facebook trainings? Are you listening to good podcasts? Because I'll tell you what, you grow yourself, you're going to grow your business. So we never want to forget about that. When you are scheduling your own event, one-on-ones, product demo, Zoom room in person or online, block time off in your calendar. So we don't want to ever forget about like our own personal activity. Yes, we're inviting to things that are scheduled and whatnot, but when are you going to have time also? And when are you going to block off time for you to personally go sit down with people? If you can't sit down with people where you're at, getting on a Zoom, sharing information, all those sorts of things. There's so many, I don't want to go over all, but there's so many different ways that we can share secret by technology, by in person, all those sorts of things. So we're going to break these down into focus 15 minutes of reach outs. Okay. So think of that as, hey, if you have 15 minutes, what can you do for money making activity? One of the things you can do is do your reach outs, 5 to 10 reach outs through calling, through voice text, through messenger. And this is about your products. Maybe it's samples, maybe meeting up, but you are sharing secret, right? You are going, hey, you are inviting. This is where we are inviting, because we can't get them to see anything if we don't invite them to anything. So I personally love doing the voice message because they can hear my voice, they can hear the tone of my voice, that sort of thing. But we want to definitely be reaching out, invite people to look at the business, whether that's an overview, that's happening daily, trying our products, or hosting an event. Now, again, the way the world is right now, some of us are only able to show products online. Like I said, our group has been doing this Wow Wednesday. Wow Wednesday is featuring products, and we're talking about the products, and we're demoing products, or we're getting customers or agents to give testimonials about our products. So however that is, at the end of the day, you are inviting to something, right, to look at secret. So that's a 15-minute segment that you can focus. That is really, really great. And that is a 15-minute that you want to do often, because that's what's going to generate business by inviting, right? Following up. So once you've you've invited, once you've gotten people to try products, we definitely need to follow up. And in this category, we put team member recognition, because we need to make sure that we don't forget recognizing our people, our teams, what they're doing, right? So like I said, checking in with those who tried products, watching an event or a video, close an agent or a customer, or invite to the next exposure. So if somebody's tried your product, or maybe they've come to your event, follow up with them. That is so crucial. We don't want to wait. We want to follow up immediately. What is it that you liked? Close them as an agent, get them in as an agent, get them in as a customer right away. If that doesn't happen and they maybe need more information, get them to your next exposure. Maybe at this point, in the follow-up, you're reminding them they've agreed to get on one of the business overviews. So you're phoning, reminding, hey, that's tonight. Here's your link. Don't forget. See you on, right? Follow up from conversations from relationship building. We always want to be reaching out to more people. We want to be building our list. So follow up from those conversations. Don't just start a conversation and then just leave it and never follow up again. And then recognition, recognize people for bringing in a new agent or a new customer. Recognize them for the activity that they're doing. Recognize them for participation, whether that's on a team call, whether that's being part of an event. Recognize them for getting on a training, maybe a live video, for watching one of the business overviews. But recognition is so important. The next focus 15 is the category customer team maintenance. So checking in with current customers, guys, if you have a great big customer base, man, this is so important. And if you don't have a great big customer base, get one. Because customers, man, I have customers that have been with me for 8 years who still are ordering the same products, because guess what? When you get used to a product that works, they don't stop using it. But if you stop interacting, if you stop following up with them, if you stop good customer service to your customers, they will go elsewhere. So check in with your current customers. Reach out to those who just received their orders. Check out to customers who haven't ordered in a while. Maybe this is time you discuss your SSW. Remember, we have a new pillar coming into Secret, which is our experience secret, our club secret. This is a time where we can reach out to our customers and go, hey, we also have this, and explain to them what it's all about. Giving thank you notes, whether that's just a note, whether it's a message, whether it's an email, maybe it's an actual physical letter. I know people, when they get cards in the mail and they get a thank you from you for ordering, maybe you're throwing a sample in there. That's important. Planning events, so team maintenance. Let's plan events with your newest agents or some of your agents. Maybe get together and you're going to do an online event. Goal setting with your agents, right? Make sure that we are goal setting, whether it's short-term goals, long-term goals, setting dream boards up. Invite and remind them of upcoming events. So people on your team, make sure that they know. Remember, give them reminders, just like you're giving everybody else, because people need to be reminded. Now, here you might say, hey, I don't have customers, or I don't have a team. What am I going to do in this? Here's where you need to get customers and you need to get a team. So spend more time connecting, reaching out, and prospecting, and make sure that you are building. And that's the focus, to get a team, right? So you'd be spending a little bit more on that, on number one, which is your reaching out focus. Social time, so another 15-minute. Now, we don't want to do this too often every day. If you're picking social time every day for your 15 minutes, probably not the best activity, right? This is just one of our 4 that we want to do, all those 4 in a day. If we can get these 4 focused 15s in one day, that's an hour dedicated to your work of money-making activity. So comment or like 10 friends' posts that you have not talked to or seen in a while on feeds. Network, add new friends to your list. Wish people happy birthday on Facebook. Man, this is important. This really, really is important. Take time to wish people happy birthday. Everybody wants to hear that they feel special on their birthday. Watch stories and comment, okay? The stories are great. I know for me, when I'm putting stories out and people are commenting, and if they're commenting often, like, they stick out in my mind, and I start searching, I start looking up them and seeing what they're all about. Comment in groups. Maybe you're networking groups. Maybe you're in a mom's group. Maybe you're in a community group, but comment and be, it doesn't mean you need to be commenting and spilling your business, but comment, be interactive, participate in the group, so people, your name is showing up, right? Create social media posts that is positive, engaging. Don't ignore your Instagram and Facebook stories. So I know for me, you always want to stay positive, obviously. I know asking questions or getting seems to be like when you post things about food or like silly stuff like that, you get all these comments. Facebook stories and Instagram stories, use your polls, like use the yes or no. I know for me, when I do that, I get way more interaction with people where they answer, right? So think about that. So there's your 60 minutes of money making activity. Again, I liked breaking these down into 15 minutes because it allows you to go, hey, we can do this. We have a power hour planner. If you're one of these people that like to have things in order, like to have them sectioned off, and power hour tracker here as well in our group. So I think Jade Bolin put these together, so kudos to her. But we will get these shared obviously on this page for you guys to utilize as well. So there it is. There's the power hours we've been doing. We're just getting different team members to run them. Again, it doesn't involve any sort of it's just accountability, get together, keeping yourself accountable. I know for me, when I'm on a power hour, I am getting things off my checklist. It's like, I need to do this. I need to invite to this. I need to invite to this, because I dislike when an event shows up and you're going like, didn't invite. Like I kept putting it off. And on these power hours, you're not putting that stuff off because it's forced activity and you're with a group of people. So that's that. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching the replay, maybe you're watching the replay, maybe it's live, whatever the case may be, but I hope it brought some value. Again, it's nothing that's magical or nothing that's like, woo, some wand, but it just comes back to being able to create this business for the busy person in the world, because let's face it, 80-90% of people are doing this on top of what they're already doing, right? Whether that's a full-time job, busy mom, doing all the duties of life. And we need to be able to figure out how we can fit this in, and that we're not wasting our time when we're focusing our time to our secret business. So anyways, again, thanks for being here. So happy to share with you guys. And yeah, anyways, you guys have a great night, and we will chat again soon. And hopefully this brought some value to you.